Are we good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is another beautiful Sunday with my brothers, my co-host from GrownAssMenToys itself. I'm Collector 425.
I'm the Real Comradd.
I'm your boy, MarvelousShots.
Woo! So how you guys Sundays going, guys?
Feels good, man. I feel nice and strong, man. We on this new year, new me.
I hate that bullshit.
Man, the year's almost over with, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
You know, this was my year starting because I'm really taking it.
Hey, you must be over there in China, ain't it?
China, bro.
This is the month of the Leos, bro. This is the month of the Leos.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel strong, bro.
If you don't know. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Smash that button down there. Today we got a special guest. This dude never shown his toy room tour to no one. He's unknown out there in the toy community. You know, with his room tour. Man, that guy got a lot of knowledge. I can't wait to absorb all that knowledge. You know, Conrad's been talking to him for a while.
Yeah.
You know, on the side, so I can't wait to see who is this brother, man. So, our guest is Billy Nichols Brand.
Yo,
still fucked up my name, but that's okay.
Yeah. Keep it in. Bad, keep it in. Keep it in.
This is why I don't do this shit. But nah. Let the Latino.
So I'm gonna be on an episode of how Latinos pronounce things now.
Yeah.
You know what they say though, everybody messes up my name, but Saturdays are for the boys, every day is for the toys. It's your boy. If you don't know who I am, get to know me. If you know, now you know. My name is Billy Nichols. You can call me the Brand, your Generalissimo, and I am the Larry Bird of action figure collecting ass Matt Cardona.
That boy got a mouth on him, bro.
Yeah,
I got a big old mouth on me, baby boy.
I will not change the station for nothing.
Hey, don't you dare!
Now,
change that dial. It's GrownAssMenToys.
Yes, sir.
It must be Sunday.
Yo, Billy. So now I know you used to be into radio, right? I could tell the whole.
I was,
bro. You should have been into wrestling, man. You have a nice a promo.
Hey,
like promo skills off the chain, bro.
You know, man. I went to school for radio, and it's mad funny. I'll tell you a quick side story, a little side quest I took on graduation day. Met a girl named Beth the week before and started having some fun. And before I know it, it's graduation day, and I didn't make it to graduation because I couldn't find my robe, my pants, or the chick that I was hanging out with. So William Michael Nichols, my mom's sitting at graduation. William, please walk across the stage.
Not happening.
45 minutes later, I get a phone call. Where the fuck are you? Butt naked, stuck in one of the dorms, Ma. Why?
Wow. But that ain't even stay back to run your bathwater, bro.
Oh man, I took a big L that day because I didn't get to walk across the stage. It's okay. I had something big planned. It was mad funny, but hey, life is, you know what? It was just college. I had bigger and better things to do. But where it gets worse is the day after that. Sitting at a bar in Hampton, New Hampshire, and those of you who were from New England, you know why Hampton Beach is not a place you want to be when you get bad news. But I'm sitting there, and I'll never forget it. It's my 25th birthday. Okay, so I started college a little later than most people, I started and then I stopped, went into an internship in radio, then went back to school, and before you know it, I'm getting text message after text message. Back when you had to use the ABCs and everything.
Oh boy.
WTF is podcasting. And I had no idea. So I look at the bartender and I'm like, hey, can you turn off the game for a minute and turn on the news and tell me what the fuck podcasting is? And that was the day that Steve Jobs introduced podcasting. It was my 25th birthday, June 29th.
Wow.
2007. Man, what a rough day that was.
Damn.
Yo, it's like podcasting just started popping like post-pandemic type junk.
I mean, it's been around for a while, but it's hit the mainstream more. It's hit the everyday collectors. It's hit those dudes who always wanted to have a talk show. It's become a thing for a modern form of media.
Sure.
In the last I'd say 5 years, but I agree with that statement totally.
Yeah, like I feel like everybody's thought. I mean, myself, I'll just speak for me. I thought it was something you needed to become a spokesperson for a certain genre or speak about a certain genre. It was a level of knowledge you had to have, but now everybody's just using their life, man. They're like just speaking real deal everyday stuff, man, and making a pot out of it. And it's therapy, bro, like for a lot of people, and it's helpful for a lot of people.
Of course.
And yeah, I don't know like what was holding us back from doing this, but I mean, shoot, everybody's doing it now.
Yeah, man. And hey, you know what? More power to the everyday man and woman out there doing their thing, deciding to do podcasting. Listen, if you're watching this and you have an inkling that you want to get behind a microphone like the four of us are, get your ass to Best Buy and buy a fucking microphone. You can do this. And it's not to say that you don't need talent because, well, facts be facts. You need talent to do something like this, and you need to be able to hold a conversation. But if you want to talk about your creation journey, anything, it could be anything. Literally, you could talk about how you got in, and I have friends who've actually done this, how you got into stripping, or how you got into horse racing. I don't fucking know. You could we don't need any more toy podcasts. There's enough.
Enough.
There's
enough.
That is true.
And pre-pandemic, I was showing my titties for free,
bro.
And going by what Conrad's saying, like we just was like, yo, you know what? Let's do the broadcasting thing. I was like, bro, I'm not going on YouTube, bro. I don't want to do this. He was like, bro, we got to do this, man.
We already do it, bro.
Yeah. I don't see myself doing this, but he was like, yo, it's a bunch of bros hanging out, talking, figures, life, art.
Yeah.
And you're going to meet people all around the world. Why not? I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's run this shit then.
I gotta be real with you. I used to be on a show called The Brand Show. For those of you who followed a bunch of nerds, you know that story. I ain't getting into any more than that. But the people that I interviewed for that show, Townsend Coleman, who played the Tick in Michelangelo, Lloyd Kaufman, who created the Toxic Avenger, Esoteric, who created Czarface, these stories that are there on my YouTube and that people have heard, and the stories that I've just sat here and been like,
yeah.
It's worth every minute, and take the time to make a podcast, listen to a podcast.
It is so helpful, man. It's extremely, not to say like Bill is saying, not to say anybody can do it, but if you got homies that y'all can talk for hours and hours, man, we all day with it, bro. Like honestly, sometimes somebody got a cue, just to get off the phone. Like, hey man, I got showered. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
That's a cue. Like, hey man, take a break.
Yeah.
But
well,
it's one of those things, bro.
Well, since we're talking podcasts, you guys want another exclusive?
I would love that.
All right, so this is all in the early development stages. I already asked them before I got on the air. You guys played Saints Row, right?
Yeah. Well,
I used to.
I'm getting together with one of my best friends in the entire universe, Arif S. Kinchin, who is the voice of Pierce in the Saints Row series. Okay. And we are dropping a brand spanking new podcast this fall on Spotify and YouTube. Nice. So name is tentative. We'll have more information soon, but new podcast. I couldn't stay out of the game too long. I missed it way too much. It's been like a month, and here I've been just sitting at my desk, and I'm just like,
bro. But you definitely got the voice for it, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
One of those things when you want to talk, man, you want to talk, and it's like not too many people. Like these guys they'll listen to me and everything, and every now and again we can hold a real conversation with people or with ourselves. But like when you want to talk about something, man, it's really important to have some guys you can really, bounce some stuff off of, man. How did the brand thing, your nickname that you use, and the hashtag? We're not gonna go all the way there, but if we can.
No, it's all good. I'll give some, but I don't
want to double dip.
So the brand, that all started just as an idea. So something I noticed Matt and Jeff Hardy do many years ago is that. And Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy both gave me this advice: brand yourself.
Sure.
And they both said that it was the best thing they ever did, because my tag for the longest time was Billy Nichols photo. And here I am just doing my thing. And I've been around this game forever. I mean, probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years now, doing other things, cosplay, modeling, etc. Don't mind me, I'm dying over here. But I one day just looked at my tag and I'm like, I really fucking hate this tag. And I sent Matt Hardy a DM and I'm like, you really think this was a good idea? Because I met him maybe a week beforehand, and he said to me, he goes, if you go to Billy Nichols brand, it's gonna sit better. You're gonna get taken more seriously. And I said to all the guys I was working with at ABON, I was like, you know, we should do this, because I've had this tag for maybe 5, 6 years now. And I said, I'm really going to jump on this and I'm going to make a character out of it. And the brand is just me with the volume turned all the way up. Like if you know me in passing in private life, you know, I'm a very loud and boisterous person, but I'm not peacocking, walking that walk, talking that talk 24 hours a day. I'm very content and happy and quiet at times. It's weird to say. I know, but you know, I mean, this is literally just me with the volume turned up. And then the Larry Bird of action figure collecting, ironically enough, not my own design. That came from Matt Cardona. I shot for Matt Cardona a few years ago, and I showed him the glory that is all 900 feet down here. And I said to him, I'm like, what do you think? He goes, what's your nickname? I'm like, I don't got one. He's like, well, you're the Larry Bird of action figure collecting, man. Because I'm from Boston.
It's like a wrestler.
33 is my man. So
there you go. There you go.
Okay,
now, for those who don't know, Matt Cardona, that's Zack Ryder, WWE,
the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting.
Yeah, he got so much stuff, bro.
I don't know. I think I can rival him.
Listen now. Now we're going to definitely see that, because like he got tons of like wrestling stuff.
Yeah,
I don't really see his regular collection. Him and what's the other guy name?
Brian Myers, and Ethan Page. Yep.
Yeah, like it's a lot of those wrestling guys that's really into this, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Seriously. So
how many years have you been collecting for?
How many years have I been collecting?
Yeah,
35.
Whoa.
Stop, bro.
I never stopped, bro. I collected all through college. I mean, I've sold a couple of times, but what you're seeing behind me in total, this started in probably 2012 with just a random Google search for Scarlet Spider.
Wow.
Okay. And I'll pull that figure when we get to the toy room tour. But my first figure when I started collecting again, 2 of them, was a yellow card Shawn Michaels. So that's a series 5 or 6 Hasbro, WWF Hasbro. And then it was a Scarlet Spider from the Rhino Build-A-Figure wave.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a rare boy right there.
Yeah,
so,
hell yeah, it is. It is very, very rare.
Good figure too. One of my favorites.
So Bill, I'm like, ever since I've known you, you've been this way, bro. And for a couple of years now, you've been that guy that's like a little bit more flashier than everybody else around you. Just a smidge. It's not like
flashy me. No,
it's not like he's trying to be that way, but his regular conversation sounds like a medium flex just when he's talking to you. And then when he shows you stuff that's like common to him, it's like, damn, bro, I can't even get that. He said, oh yeah, I was just in the store and I just decided to pick this up. But like
casual,
yeah, casual, yeah. Like everything from the production of his stuff, everything is like, bro, it's what you want to see. You feel me? Like you want to see it rolled out like that. What's the deal with that? Is that you putting it together, or do you have people that you run stuff by before you present product or you know, photos or whatever?
Well, you know, I know a bunch of nerds broke up. That's the thing. But I first of all want to shout out Steve Lenhard and Chris Small, 2 of my best friends, my business partners. I also want to shout out Stives. Those guys I run everything by. But in the photography world, I talk to you almost every day. We're always talking about something. Always talking about what you're selling, what I'm buying, what I need, what you need, what I'm looking for. Yeah. And it, you know, and that's part of the fun of this is that I talk to everybody. I talk to a couple guys a lot. I talk to Marvel's Y a lot. I talk to you a lot. All 3 of you actually, right? Mm-hmm. Recently, I talked to you guys a lot. Mm-hmm. I talk to Matt Goldberg all the time. MBG 211 1211. I talk to Figure Kingdom all the time. Alex West collects. I talk to a lot of those guys. I mean, not even by design. I just, you know, some of the bigger guys, I found them at first and I just started talking to them and I asked, hey, listen, I'm trying to up my game and I'm new to figure photography. I was doing cosplay photography before. And I'll tell you, between Manny and Matt, they gave me some of the most incredible advice on how to, you know, position things, how to light things, like we were talking about earlier before this, you know, about diving into your lighting and making sure that you're lighting things a certain way. And a lot of my stuff, as anybody who shoots photos knows, is heavily edited. You know, I put a lot of time and a lot of effort. I put out a photo so y'all are watching this on the 11th. Hello from, I don't even know what today is, August 4th. But I put out a photo of Luke Cage and Iron Fist from the 85th anniversary collection today for Marvel Legends. And one of the biggest problems I have, even with diffused light, is the way my room is. I still get hot spots in areas. So I literally went in and pulled every hot spot out of the fucking photo. Like, I'm a psycho like that. And I mean, the problem is just in general, I'm a perfectionist. Yes. So this was the end result. I mean, it's going to look kind of blurry, but you know, there we go.
But
well, the original was amazing. And then
you like the raw, and I respect that you want bright colors, and bright colors are outstanding. Listen, I love working with bright color. I'm not going to argue that. But when you're, and I got to give a shout out to Dave Marco, who's this is a funny thing to say, but he is my personal diorama designer. He's the guy who does all my dioramas. Let me just show you.
That's a No More Fun in Games dude.
Yep.
That's
cool. Dave. But look at this. We designed. This is just one of the walls. This dio cost me almost $1,000 because there's 4 walls to it, and it has custom. It's literally fully custom, all the way down to the posters and the graffiti he did. It's everywhere though, and all 4 walls are this good. Yeah. So like when Dave and I worked on this, it took us almost a year to design it.
Yeah.
And then it took Dave almost another 6 months to build it. And I said to Dave, I don't care what it's going to cost. See, well, like you were talking about those medium flex, I don't care what it's going to cost. I want it to look a certain way, and I will pay you to do it. And you know what? When he gave me the final total, I was like, shit, I wasn't expecting to spend that much, but let me get your Venmo. And I Venmo'd him the money. And I was like, this is going to rule. Yeah. And I've used this dio in so many of my shots.
What you want.
And it never looks different or the same.
Yeah.
But
I'm looking at your photo right now from my computer. And Comrade likes the brightness, right? I like it like
I don't
this
blame
better because it shows more realism. Like,
that's what he was saying. He was like,
I go for that. Yeah, I go for grit and recreation. If you're looking at my Instagram, you can see right there. That's my Instagram. Follow me, please. I need more followers. I need validation. I need likes. I need shares. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. If you don't follow me, whatever. You're missing out on some fun stuff. But anyway. I go for a lot of what I do where a lot of people are really creative, and I love what a lot of people are doing. Like I was talking about Comrade's Superman containment suit photo earlier today, and I love the simplicity of the photo, but I also love that you can see the burst around him, like he broke the sound barrier, and it's just perfect. It's chef's kiss. And like Comrade said, bright colors, and he brings the blue out in a very blue atmosphere, which is really cool. I dig that. I'm super into what you did with that photo, but
appreciate you, bro.
I like going with that dark, gritty 80s kind of style. I'm really influenced by Frank Miller, old John Romita Sr. I listen to a lot of punk music, so I want dungy and grungy, plain and simple. And that's what I go for when I'm shooting. And I mean, unlike a lot of people, I take things that I see and I recreate it. Like I'm waiting on the new Jordan Mofex. I'm going to pick it up this week. And Neil Adams did a photo for a dentist. It cost $20,000 for this photo. And it's Jordan boxing Ali. I can't wait to recreate it.
No way.
I'll send you a picture of it offline. But I can't wait to recreate this. I just got to get that Jordan figure. But here's what's cool about it. You look around the ring. Marvin Hagler's out there. Ted Williams is out there. Jackie Robinson. I'm looking at it right now because it's to my left. Yeah, there's just all these famous sports icons. Carly Yastrzemski's in there. Go Sox. And you look through and everybody out there. The 86 Celtics are in there. I just noticed them for the first time. The 70s and 80s Giants are in there. The friggin' Canadians of the 70s and 80s are in there, man. It's amazing. I love to recreate stuff like that because nobody else does recreations. Like everybody's got this great creative feel. And I there's a million people I could shout out that I follow and that I look at and that I enjoy. Because, man, I'll tell you, some of the smaller guys, like Sean's Toy Chest is one of those guys you should be following, you know, and it's, man, there's just so many creative dudes out there, and I really don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I kind of have my own idea of what I want to do. Like I did the Dark Knight Triumphant the other day. I've never seen anybody do that. And I did it a little differently because you can't really get that Mafex. And Rosa, if you're watching this, it's Mafex. You can't find a Y in that name. It's Mafex. That's not Mafex.
Oh, we doing this? So we do it?
We're doing this right now. We're doing this.
Mafex. I don't know why.
It's Mafex.
He's one of those guys, bro.
Hey, Billy. So I'm going through your page myself, and so I mentioned earlier when we got started, you have a wrestling voice, a promo voice.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
I
sir.
see that
R8.
Right. Okay. And I see, per the conversation earlier, you talk to a bunch of wrestlers.
Yeah.
And you also collect a bunch of wrestlers. So,
yes, sir.
Man, like I see you got so much nice stuff in here from what I'm seeing. When did you get into like wrestling? And so 3 questions in one.
Sure.
When did you get into wrestling?
WrestleMania 8.
WrestleMania 8 was your first time getting into it?
Yep.
Okay. And who was your favorite wrestler back then?
Growing up, it was Hot Rod, Roddy Piper, and Bret Hart. And then when I got introduced to Shawn Michaels, all over. Shawn Michaels is the greatest of all time next to Eddie Guerrero to me.
Oh, okay. Now,
crazy.
Who's your favorite wrestler now, today, currently?
Who's wrestling currently?
Currently. Could be
there's a couple guys that I really like. I love Kenny Omega in AEW. He's absolutely phenomenal. Really dig what Dave Finley's doing over in New Japan. But there's one guy above them all. Everybody else is a 2. And my man Roman Reigns is the 1. I was so pumped last night when Roman came back.
That's like the answer everybody's gonna give, right? That's not.
Yeah.
That's no
Roman is such an incredible story, such an incredible presence. Don't get me wrong, I love Cody Rhodes too, but the way Roman commands a crowd, if you've ever been in the crowd when Roman is there, it's so different. Like the last time I got the pleasure of seeing him live was Survivor Series 22 in Boston. And when he comes out and you hear his music hit, the head of the table music hit with the chorus and everything and how it leads in, the room goes cold and you can just like your hair starts to stand up.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like, and we all hated him as wrestling fans for so many years,
man.
And they started the tribal chief gimmick in the 20s with Paul Heyman, Paul is the greatest manager of all time next to the brain, Bobby Heenan. But my God, like it was next level incredible, the turnaround for Roman. And when he came back last night, that was wild.
You know what? That heel turn he did, that was the best thing for him, because before the heel turn, they was shoving him down your throat, trying to make you like him. He had to live fucking army vest and shit. It just
ballistic vest,
bro. It didn't click, right? It didn't click at all.
No.
And then you look at it when he became the head of the table, tribal chief. Everybody hated the guy because he had the belt for fucking 3 years, bro.
It was amazing. It was 3 of the best years of wrestling. Like I grew up with Hulk Hogan being the world heavyweight champion for many, many years.
Yeah.
Also, just for the record, and I'm going to say this because a lot of people sent me DMs. I don't like Terry Bollea, the person.
Terry Bollea. Oh, Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
I like Hulk Hogan, the wrestler. I don't like Terry Bollea, the person.
I get you. Yeah, I love Hulk Hogan, the wrestler. I don't
the person.
Other stuff like that's what I came up on, bro.
Yeah, and I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I mean, Hogan was champ when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, Bret Hart had commanding runs when I was a kid, and that's what I grew up watching. So that's what I love.
Hogan is, as a celebrity, felt like The Rock. Well, Rock is way past him now, but
The Rock is a meme now, and I love.
He was like a mega celebrity coming up as a kid. I was like, bro, everything.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes,
the guy. He was the guy.
So before you start, I gotta know, what's one toy line you do not collect at all, and why? Before
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe?
And I don't hate G.I. Joe. That's the thing. I do not hate G.I. Joe by any means. I think it is one of the best toy lines ever.
So why?
Because I don't have room for a fucking flag.
Yeah.
And you'll see why in a minute.
And, Billy, so look at this. So we 25 minutes in. Great conversation. We could do this all night.
Yeah, we probably could. That's the scary part.
Seriously, right? So, but I'm looking at this page, man, and I want to get to the good shit. So, I want everybody to calm down because what I'm seeing, he got a lot of shit from what I'm seeing. So, let's get started on the Grown Ass Man Toys Toy Room Tour.
I like to play with my toys. I like to play. Like to play with my toys. I like to play. Like to play with my toys. I like to play. Like to play with my toys. I like to play.
All right, y'all can still hear me, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Good.
Well, welcome to the arcade, as we call it.
God damn.
So
Arcade,
first things
beautiful.
first, I'll just show you real quick right here. This is my itty bitty Street Fighter committee.
Man,
I'm also gonna drop some knowledge on you. That's the figure of the year right there.
Dalsim, yeah.
Dalsim.
Yeah.
So also, I'm a really, 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 really big Masters of the Universe collector. So started all the way back with the OGs. Do the classics. Classics are incredible. So
Do you have the turtles?
Castle Grayskull. Yeah, we'll get to turtles in a minute. Don't you worry.
Oh, shit.
But this is a lot of newer stuff. So this is like Funko and Super 7, like the rare Super 7 stuff.
Is that custom cabinets for it?
Yeah,
I've
everything's
never
in
seen
glass
something like
cabinets except for everything's in glass cabinets down here.
Well,
But do you have the Master of the Universe turtles?
No, I don't collect them.
Oh, okay.
But I do have this Christmas He-Man though.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
We'll get back to Masters here in a minute. We got some of the newer turtle stuff over here. Just a few McFarlanes that I picked up because I wanted the Plastic Man bath. So yeah. This is just the newer turtle stuff. I'm waiting to get cases for those. Shout out to MOC Masters. Love those guys. A little more.
They look great.
Yeah.
Bruh,
So my newest collection though is right here. I started DC, like with Batman the Animated. So that is the DC Direct, not the McFarlane.
right.
That is the DC Direct Batmobile.
Wow.
So, and that's some of the newer DC stuff.
Yeah,
That's just some OG right there in the McDonald's Riddler. And here's a grail for you. We'll start right out. That is a pop signed by the late great Kevin Conroy.
Oh my God, you ain't gonna never spell that, right?
Right.
Triple OG.
So this was yesterday's big money purchase.
Oh, those two. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, that's what I grabbed yesterday. And then shout outs to I Sell Toys for Fun, who I currently work for. They just sent me Night Crusader, Batman, and Bane. Bane actually might be the premium figure of the year, not gonna lie.
Seriously.
And then we got some more of the Mofex stuff over here in the Hush figs. I've been collecting those. A little more McFarlane. I just got the Mega Bane and Batman from McFarlane. Also that Azrael on the back there. But speaking of Turtles and Batman and He-Man and all that, those are the DC Direct Turtles. Very rare.
I always liked those turtles, man, but I never was able to get them though.
They're cool.
I was smart enough to shoot those when I had them, bro.
You shouldn't have sold them. That's the Mezco Batman right there.
Nice.
The 89.
Oh, so that's the baby powder version of Batman?
That figure's ass, bro. I hate it. And there's the McFarlane 89 Batmobile behind it.
A little Debbie version.
Yeah, it's honestly, I'm not happy with the way the cowl sits. And I just knocked a couple more things over. But there's one of my grails, the Harvey Bullock from the DC Direct line. Awesome.
This is not. Yeah, you said the McFarlane one. The McFarlane came out with the pack where it had a bunch.
Yeah, I didn't get the pack.
What would be the difference? Do you know?
Cell shading.
Oh, the
gel shading. The Larry Bird of action figure collecting. The difference, I better know. So here's some of my Mondo stuff.
Mondo He-Man look crazy.
Mondo He-Man and Skeletor. Those are the OGs.
Oh my God. Yeah, that Mondo He-Man costs money right there.
Yeah, and these are the PowerCon slime muscles that Super 7 did a few years ago.
Okay.
I have 3 of the 4.
Wow.
PowerCon exclusive. Those are cool.
You really not opening stuff, bro. You got a whole bunch of stuff here.
And there's a prototype of the Skeletor reaction.
Oh, that's a prototype. Oh, okay.
And then this is from San Diego a few years ago, Skeletor's Lair. It's a Skeletoken.
Wow.
And then we got some Sofubi. Little Scareglow right here.
Scareglow.
Oh yeah, we'll get to Scareglow in a minute. Don't worry. I'm gonna make you cry.
Hey, what's
these are some of the newer N classic comics from He-Man. So
What
I've got
what were your thoughts on the Netflix way they freaked the He-Man series?
I loved it.
Oh, you okay? All right.
I
So
loved it.
Okay, we're good.
Because look, I got motherboard right here.
Ooh, that's nasty.
All glory to the great motherboard.
That's
and
crazy.
then this is a tapestry someone burned for me on cotton.
That's sick.
That's cool, right?
What a work of art.
Really
And then one of my favorite pieces, it's the Batman Great Ghost. Shout out to my good friend Jordan Gibson who did that.
Right.
And then here is a piece of original art from Greg Capullo. From this is from Batman issue 17 in the New 52. It's an actual
I love his
page from the
artwork,
book.
bro.
Wow.
Gorgeous, right? And it's got Jonathan Glampion's seal on it, so you know it's real.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to Masters. We got some more of the Super 7 stuff down here, the Filmation series. And that's the Sorceress. And then we got Faker, the Faker Mondo there.
Faker.
And then nothing serious here. That's just cereal boxes. Let's get to some real heat. You guys ready?
Oh, shit.
These are OGs. These were mine and my cousins. And I got Zodak. That is my good friend Esoteric's favorite.
Look at that.
But let's talk some real money here. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Sir.
This is an original Scareglow.
Yo.
With bread.
The original.
Not repro. You can tell that's the new one, as you can tell. See the soft goods cape? See the colored staff? That's the US release. The European release had a glow in the dark staff. I do not have that though. It's too much money. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 figures that I really want that I don't have, and that's one of them. That is Dragon Blaster Skeletor. Very rare figure, a favorite of mine.
Wow.
Yep. And then there's Thunder Punch He-Man. And the OG Skeletor and He-Man. Battle Armor. And then Triclops. I cleaned this case earlier, and it's already dirty. It already fell over on me again. So then we got some She-Ra in here. That's my wife's. That's She-Ra and Swiftwind.
The
and then Catra, and then there's Catra and Spycore. And you got Grizzlor back there.
Grizzlor.
Yep, Tongue Lasher, and then that's I forget who that is. I think that's Frosta. Yeah, that's Frosta. And then Leech, Parfuma, Mechanic, Bo. And then here's the newer stuff. This is the brand spanking new stuff, which I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care what anybody says. King Greatcoat's Target exclusive was the best of this line.
Yeah.
So,
I don't really have it, but I know Comrade had it. He loved it.
Yeah.
You can put some respect on that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the newer stuff, that is a Filmation Classics Stratos. And then here's a lot of the Filmation stuff that I have opened. Like Matty Classics with Blast Attack back there, Laser Light He-Man, etc. All right.
Did you go back for any of these guys?
A lot of this is repurchased. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've upgraded a lot of stuff. I buy, sell, and trade a lot. And that's how it's done when you're doing vintage. And then for you Robot Chicken fans watching, that's Molar and Skeletor. A Robot Chicken character made it into this line.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a San Diego 2015 exclusive, I believe.
Wow.
You know what? Let me grab a light because I'm going to need it to show you the next thing I'm going to have to show you. Let's grab this. Hey, look at my desk. Woohoo.
And don't mind me.
Since we're here, there's some original art. There's Kane Hodder, Misfits, my good friend Jason David Frank, rest in peace.
Man.
And that's that Neil Adams piece I was telling you about, Conrad.
Yeah, hard.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Even though
Bob's
Jordan's
Burgers.
gonna get his ass whipped in that fight, but you know.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers over there. A favorite of mine right here. This is what's called a jam piece. So I had 8 different artists work on this, and they just did Skeletor. So long before, and this is the reason I don't like Turtles of Grayskull, because long before this happened, I asked Steve Levine, who was the original colorist for Ninja Turtles, to do me Turtle at Arms. And this was in, look, 19. Mattel, you owe me some fucking money. Dicks. Stealing my idea. So let's turn this light on right here, show you guys something. That is the reproduction turtle figures that just came out. That's signed by Cam Clark. There's Rob Paulson, Townsend Coleman, Barry Gordon, the incomparable Renee Jacobs, And then here's some classics. You know how you can tell the difference, right? Look at the color of the font. Now look at the new one.
Okay, I see it's a little bit lighter, yeah.
Yep. And then we got Rad Plastic from Chris Fawcett. That's the book that shows you everything. And then I'm just going to move these to show you these because I have art from Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird.
Man, he was doing everything, bro.
See, that's from Laird, Eastman.
Oh,
And then we get into this case and it gets really wild, okay? So first things first, you'll notice that Super 7 Casey Jones prototype. And then you'll also notice the Joe Eyeball prototype.
Wow.
Also some of the prototype heads. But this is mostly Super 7 on this top shelf, as you can see.
So do you shoot Super 7 as well, or you just...
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So, they sell the prototypes, or you have a connection?
I have a connect I can't talk about.
Okay.
So that was the first figure they did, the Bug Zapper Baxter. That was San Diego Comic-Con 19.
Yeah,
and
the glow in the dark one.
Yep, that's an April O'Neil back there. That's my April. I haven't opened it because she's missing her press pass. So technically she's in error.
Oh.
So I didn't open it. I have another one coming. And then we get into some of the NECA Turtles in Time stuff. Huge fan of the Turtles in Time figs.
Yeah, NECA.
That was dope, yeah.
And then we got some custom stuff in here too. That was done by Jumbo Nuggetron, aka Artificial. So I like bootlegs too, you'll notice. You'll see that. And then there's my Chase Baxter Stockman. He fell over. And then we got some more of the NECA arcade line. Those were the San Diego Comic-Con 15s.
Man.
With the foot soldiers. And then we got the Shock Turtle. And speaking of shocking turtles, that's a fig I designed with Jumbo Nuggetron. So
oh wow.
That's Static Turtle. That's a cool one. I love that. I have a few of those. There's my NECA Turtle van.
So how many details do you have in total?
Details I have 12 or 13. Fabricors I have 7 or 8.
Jeez.
Yeah, man, we ain't even done yet. Because when you move right to your left, there's my Marvel vs. Capcom machine.
Goated.
Just a arcade one up, but still, it works. It works.
It's dope.
And then we're gonna turn around. I don't have a lot of light here, so this is gonna be tough. But this is my. Here's some more for you. So this is an original vintage giant Donatello in there.
Yo,
wow. I remember I was a kid having that shit.
And there's the Rebel Tech, the only Rebel Tech figure I own, Leonardo.
Yeah.
And then there's the Super 7 San Diego 23 Shredder in pasta. The NECA Turtles 3 VHS. I haven't opened it yet. I still have it. And then my Secret of the Ooze 2-pack. And then there's a micro Slam Dunk and Don. Some of the Funkos. And then the Leo rookie card. That's cool. And Superfly, my man Ice Cube. I got both of them. His chase too. Same with Splinter. His chase as well. Also, all of my turtles, my Funko Soda Turtles, except for one. Except for, I think it's possibly Michelangelo. No, except for Donatello. They're all chases, so they all glow in the dark, which is kind of cool. And then there's some bubble gum that's never been opened.
Yo, I remember those shits.
Yeah, and we roll down here, as you can see, some ooze, more Funkos.
Yo, but that bubble gum, does it come out like powder, right?
Yeah, it comes out like powder.
Yeah, wow, bro.
And then, as you can see, we got the Jim Lawson Turtles and a Super Shredder signed by Kevin Nash.
Big sex.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah, buddy. Then we got a Turtle Pez dispenser in there. Let's keep going, though. So we got more of the TC. We got the glow-in-the-dark TCRI Reaction Turtles back there.
Damn, he got
those are cool. That's a metal sign signed by Steve Levine. There's Mikey's rookie card. Some of the OG NECAs. The only one I'm missing is Michelangelo from the original Wave 1 Turtles. And then those were the new
I saw
the first sketch turtles. Yep, just got those. And then Universal Monsters. I love those, especially Donatello, the Invisible Man. Donnie's my favorite though. So all right, now I can either go to my right or I can turn around. What do you want me to do?
We want to see it all.
Do you want to see X-Men or do you want to see wrestling?
Let's do wrestling.
All right, this is the Grail case. This case has so much shit you might cry. So I'm actually going to open this case. Throw a light in.
Incredible.
All right, so let's go into this case. First things first, you'll notice this prototype Hollywood Hogan card.
Damn.
That's a prototype from Leaf. Okay, it's a 1/1, signed by him. There's the new WWE Prime. I found that in store earlier today, and I just threw it in my case because it looks cool. And then there's Bret Hart, signed, and Danhausen. One of my favorites in Jim Cornette.
Jim Cornette.
I love Corny, man.
Yeah.
There's Headlocked, signed by Thunder Rosa. And the extremely rare Bret Hart Pink and Black Attack ringside exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting next to the Powertown Bruiser Brody, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
DX Funko's in the back. Got some trading cards in here too, AJ. With a piece of one of his shirts. Adam Cole.
Wow.
Some more prototype hats now. Now, this is where it gets really fun because I talk about this head in a lot of episodes. So this is the original resin head for the Survivor Series 99 X-Pac figure.
Wow.
Yeah, it broke the headpiece, but I still get the head. And then there's the Super 7 head for Matt Cardona and the unreleased Mark Sterling figure. And then that's Kyle O'Reilly's head. Oh, this is great. Kurt Fuller, if you've ever seen No Holds Barred, he plays Mr. Burrell.
Yeah.
Got a card signed by him. I love No Holds Barred. It's one of my favorite movies. Marty Jannetty ornament. I have an inside joke about Jannetty. I won't get into that now. I'll tell you off screen. Then the American-made ringside Hulk Hogan. We'll keep going. This case just gets better and better. We got Pops down here, sealed WCW trading cards, AJ's gloves. Adam Baum gave me a pair of his goggles signed.
Adam Baum. I remember.
Brian Clark's a good friend of mine. I also have one of the Bomb Squad footballs, as you can see.
Wow.
Okay. And then we got Booker T's autograph, Lex Luger. And then we get to some Super Grail action down here. This is the Defining Moments Canadian Stampede Bret Hart. It's a figure everybody kind of wants.
Mm-hmm.
We got Edge's autograph behind that. And this right here, this is my favorite piece of my entire collection. That's Rowdy Roddy Piper. He signed my copy of WWE All-Stars.
Damn.
Wow.
Yep.
Right.
Speaking of Cardona and Myers from earlier, there they are. And then we got more Masters of the Universe. This is all newer stuff. But the big piece in here is the Matty Classics He-Man and Skeletor on the top shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Sealed. We got She-Ra sealed. And then the Horde, Zombie Horde He-Man. Big rare boy right there from PowerCon 2017. A few more on the top. That's just, I think that's Fangor, Tongue Lasher, a few others. No, we just got more Motu. Nothing really big in there except for that Rock Candy She-Ra and the 2-pack of Thunder Punch He-Man or Flying Fist He-Man and Terror Claw Skeletor. And then there's my Mondo Merman. And yes, those are sealed Princess of Power She-Ra figures.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, there's Katra, Bo, and She-Ra.
Man, you bring me back all the way to my childhood, bro.
That's what I do, bro. And in this case, I just set this case. I bought this case just for this episode. This case is just all newer wrestling figure. This case is all newer wrestling figures. I just got this Jey Uso figure. Hey, if you shop at ringsidecollectibles.com, make sure to use code THEBRAND. Save 10%.
There we go.
Yo, I must say the figures now, the wrestling figures, they look just like them, bro. Like,
yeah, they're amazing. Detail. Don't worry, there's more. Speaking of Jim Cornette, there he is again. Corny. There's the new Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon 2-pack from Amazon. And then the SmackDown 30th anniversary or 20th or something like that. Got those
Tell me you didn't just say that.
Yeah, I love that shirt. And then there's Cena and Eddie in there. Gobbledygooker. Bray Wyatt. The new Ethan Page figure.
Wow.
We got Kenny Omega.
I like how you posed everybody up.
Right? I mean, there's more wrestling figures, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Hey.
Wait. We missed. We missed it. Boy, we missed the X-Men. We missed Spider-Man. We missed the Tick.
Shit.
We missed a lot, bro. Don't worry. We're going to make our way back.
Yeah, let's get into X-Men, bro.
All right. So this is my X-Men case. This has been an obsession, but I also want to point out this super incredible Czarface Super 7 Ultimate. Czarface. Love them. There's my new generation arena, too.
That's hard, man.
That lights up. It's cool.
That's hard.
Sentinel. I don't need to do this. Y'all know what the Sentinel does, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
The fact that you having to stand up is incredible.
It's not hard to do. You just got to figure it out. See, look, another Scareglow too. But here's some of the newer stuff, and then I'm just gonna top down this part for a second here because all my Mafex are right there in the middle. So I have every Mafex X-Men Jim Lee that's come out so far. But I also have just about every X-Men figure that's been made by Hasbro, except for like Age of Apocalypse. Oh, we're not going to open that. Wolfie's going to fall out and drop everybody.
Wow, bro.
But there's the Mafex Wolverine and Deadpool. Phantom X back there. Bishop and Cable. Cannonball. Then we got the Mezco Bishop and Cable. That Bishop is underrated. There's the new Psylocke, Storm, Magneto, Magic. That's the Walgreens exclusive, not the re-release.
Yeah.
And then we get in, and it gets deeper, and there's a lot of baths in the back if you look closely, okay? So, ready?
Yep.
There's the Caliban bath. There's the Chode bath. There's Sugarman, Onslaught, Apocalypse.
Yes, Comrade likes Sugar Man.
Also, that's both the Juggernaut in the back. That's the that's the 80th anniversary, and that's the Build-A-Figure right there. Okay. Also, that Diamond Select Apocalypse. If you don't have it, what are you doing? So let's keep going deeper. There's the Colossus AOA Build-A-Figure.
MODOK.
Strong Guy, and then Wendigo's Build-A-Figures in there too, and then the Kingpin Build-A-Figure with the Shadow King head.
Yep.
Shadow King's bomb. My favorite Deadpool figure ever, the X-Men one. There's the Bone Breaker Build-A-Figure too. Let me take these keys because I'm going to need them. Because the Spider-Man case y'all were asking about, and you wanted to see that first.
Wolverine kind of unalive himself over there.
Yeah, so let's get into this case because this case has a lot in it, and this case is awesome.
Crazy.
It's wild, right?
Yeah.
Told you. So this is the new Superior Spider-Man. If y'all haven't seen it yet, Alexa, turn the basement white.
No, I will not.
That is the new one, Superior Spider-Man, that just came out. I also have the Superior Oct to go with it. And that is I'm actually dropping this on Instagram tomorrow. That's the new Hobie Brown SH Figure Arts.
Okay.
Oh, the new one that just came out.
Yeah, that just shout out to I Sell Toys for Fun to get me that before everybody. And we got some art up here. That's Al Milgram. He did Spider-Man for many years. There's Stan Lee's autograph.
Lit.
Wow.
John Romita Sr. too.
Wow.
That's art by my good friend Sean Forney. Got some pops back there. That one's signed by Fabrice Sapolsky, who is the co-creator of Spider-Man Noir, also a good friend of mine. But there he is. There's the figure that started it all.
Right there.
Okay.
So how do you like the new one?
That one? I love it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I love the progression that these figures have taken.
So did you get the Mafex one?
I do. I have all of them. We'll get to Mafex in a minute here. Anyway, there's the Armadillo Bath, Lizard Bath back there. There's the PulseCon Venom. This is just about everything that Spider-Man that's out, with a couple exceptions, as you can see.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends in the back there. Venom Pool's Bath. Aunt May, my main man Daredevil. Love that's actually probably my figure of the year besides Doom.
And that's from the 3-pack, right?
Yep, that's the one. No, that's the animated one. Not the Man Without Fear one. I have that one too, though.
Oh, but that's not the 3-pack that comes with the white Elektra.
No, that's the set. Look, he's cell shaded.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's the one that came with Hydro Man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, and then see, we got Mysterio, Tombstone, everybody. Now this is the shelf you want to see. Ready? So there's your Mafex, as you call it, Spider-Man. There's the Mafex Peter B. Okay. There's the Mezco integrated suit and the Figure Arts Toby and the Figure Arts Goblin. We got a Figure Arts Doctor Strange back there. The best Mezco figure ever made, the OG Green Goblin. Don't care what you say. This is the right Spider-Man. Don't fight me. I will get in a long argument with you about that one. that is Golden or Silver Age Spider-Man. He is perfect.
Yeah.
There's the SV Action Spider-Man Noir. There's your final swing Spidey from Figure Arts. There is your Mafex Scarlet Spider, the best Mafex figure ever made. There's the Ben Reilly, and no, that is not the reissue. That is the original. Those are the event edition Miles and Gwen. SV Action, that is the reissue Peter B. We've got the Morbius from Mezco. Love that figure.
Yeah,
that figure's underrated. But you know what I love about Mafex figures? These are great. Ready? Check this out.
Yeah, the magnet.
Yeah, the magnetic feet.
Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely spectacular.
We're not gonna mention the fact that Bill is on his belly trying to show us these things.
Oh no, I'm on my side. Don't worry. And then we got the new Alfred Molina Doc Ock. Love that fig.
Yo, they did amazing with that figure, man.
That figure is absolutely incredible. But we got more. Don't worry. Listen.
Whoa.
So there's Daredevil right there for you. That's the Daredevil shelf.
Okay.
Small but mighty. I love Daredevil.
Daredevil.
And then we got more turtles.
Wow.
Let me just shut this case. Oh, there's more turtles. Don't worry.
More.
There's always more. Don't worry. This is Bill's Arcade, baby. That's how we do things. We're far from done. Don't worry. Wow. So this is just all miscellaneous Ninja Turtle stuff and some NECA stuff that doesn't fit on the shelf. There's my Dragon Dagger. That was the first Christmas gift my wife ever gave me. That's the old Bandai one. So that is the original 10 seasons of Ninja Turtles. There are the Punk Frogs and some reaction figures, the glow-in-the-dark Sewer Heroes, Muckman, both versions, the Super 7 and NECAs. Got some pins, some bootlegs from Malamé Toys and Flanagan Creations. And then we got Metalhead, who's my absolute favorite. I have a cool variant I'm going to show you in a minute here. So, yeah, everybody but Donatello here is a chase. That's what I was trying to say. So Donatello is the only one. You notice how they all have different faces? Those are all chases. And then we got Casey. None of these are chases, unfortunately. And this is a prototype from Jumbo Nuggetron from when he did the Iron Turtle. So that's pretty cool. I love that. He gave that to me when I was sick. Yeah, cancer's not fun. Don't get it.
Don't get it.
So this is cool, too. I forget. This came from Retro Customs. He made me a turtle pie. Extra creamy action. Yummy turtle goo.
That's the practical. That's the best.
Lots of hot, sticky fun.
Everything that Comrade likes.
Oh.
That's okay. Hey, Conrad, if that's your thing, I don't hate you. Don't worry.
We love it.
We got a little more of the random stuff like Donatello's teleporter, some of the reaction figs. That's the Super 7 reaction pizza that they did from San Diego in 2017, and some of the newer stuff from Mutant Mayhem. I love the new Mutant Mayhem stuff. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, you do? Yeah, okay, cool.
I do. My buddy Warrior Pins, he made that. And this, you guys probably know this guy. Shout out to Karma DePero, who does the bootlegs out of Mexico. These are some bootlegs from Mexico. Awesome stuff. Love him.
Mexican turtles. Love it.
Yo, I love bootleg figures, like I told you, because we're going to get to that right now. So check it out. We got Booberry. We got Frankenberry.
Wow.
And then we got X-Berry.
Wow.
And last but not least, we have a Glass Scratch. That's cool. It's a 1 of 1. Okay, I've got my own pop, too. But they spelled my name wrong. It says Billy Nichols Rand.
How you want it, bro?
So there's my NECA Halloween TV. Junk Shop Dog. He just got signed by WWE. Good friend of mine. There's some tick art from my friend Ian Chase Nichols. Ironically enough, no relation. But this is cool, too. I also have the tick steel chair right there. Still sealed. That's awesome.
We need to go ahead and make the tick, bro.
So the tick, it was created 2 towns over from where I live in Massachusetts. So big tick fan. Check this out. Ready?
Still works. Didn't they have a video game for Sega or something like that?
They did for Genesis and SNES.
Yeah.
Little Toxic Crusaders back there, Sam Keith cover. We got some American Gladiators. How about them apples?
Wow, American Gladiator. What the hell?
Love to
That's
watch
crazy,
that.
right?
That
I
shit's
would watch.
So let's get a little deeper here since there's more to show. This is my tick shelf. This is all the vintage tick stuff. I do have the new long box Heroes ticks that they just made. That's really cool. I even have GoBots, as you can see.
GoBots.
That's a GoBot. That's Turbo.
Well,
that's real old. That's Tonka. So, and then my small little shrine to my good friend JDF. I miss him terribly, let me tell you. Love that man to pieces.
Man.
So then we got an Avengers shelf over here. Give you some light on that. Hang on. Sorry, I'm using a flashlight.
It works. It's good.
And then here's some villains and newer stuff. And then that's my Tony Stark shelf because I love Iron Man. Most of those are figure arts. All right. So do you want to see turtles or more wrestling?
Let's do
or do you want to see my Joe Montana signed jersey?
You got a Joe Montana jersey.
You got two of them.
No, that's got my name on it.
Oh shit, but you had two.
My brother loves Joe Montana, bro.
But no. I'm not done with Montana. Don't worry.
You got a Marino in there?
No. I'm a Chiefs fan, bro.
Oh, that's terrible.
Let's see, there we go. Hey, I got three. Hey, I got three Super Bowls. How many you got?
I love the colorway of the Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hey, do you want to see more turtles or do you want to see wrestling?
Let's do turtles.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna start right off. We got the Burger King Kids Pizza Club VHSs there and the original movies back there, along with some of the Burger King toys.
God damn.
Telling you, I told you it was vintage.
He was like everything was going in a saran wrap bag.
Bro, he was stealing everybody's Happy Meals, bro.
Like, you gonna use that? No, you're
There's
not.
the giant NECA raft. That's pretty cool. I got the figure arts Ninja Turtles with the metal joints.
Yeesh.
Very hard to find, apparently.
Is that the little baby Funko Pops thing?
I got the biddies.
You was in Target trying to make sure nobody stole them.
No, I got them. I found them day one, and then another pin from my buddy Warrior Pins back there. Those are the original 6 from the new Mutant Mayhem movie, and we got Superfly up there with some of the original Ninja Turtle figures. So that's the Ninja Newscaster April, Hose 'em Down Dawn, the original Storage Shell Donatello.
Hose 'em down.
We got Slash on card. Now, this is the original Metalhead on card, but what makes this figure different? This is a variant.
Okay. The word you said some words was.
See, that's not there, but it's there.
Oh, okay. Hey kids, pop up mutant display stand inside. Okay.
So that is a pop-up variant. So it's unpunched too.
Unpunched. Wow.
Yep. So is this Slash. As you can see, Dawn's been punched. This hasn't. That hasn't. But this has a pop-up display on the interior. But we ain't done yet. We got a lot of the NECA stuff.
Wow, look at that.
Including some of the Loot Crate. We got the Loot Crate stuff that they did, including the Dark Turtle.
Oh, man.
And Scrag. That was one for hell
the
of
new Punk Turtles that they just did.
Got everything.
Token Razor, Shredder. Krang's kind of falling over. I'm not going to bother opening that case right now.
Do you have the new Wrestling Turtles?
No, not yet. They haven't hit Massachusetts yet.
Okay.
They're out, though, I heard.
Yeah, I saw somebody with them on Facebook.
Yeah, NECA Nobody posted them earlier. And that's all NECA. Now we get back into vintage.
Wow.
So these are all vintage turtles. This is the original stuff, the original Toon Turtles, the original Storage Shell Turtles, 2 metal heads. And then we got Rocker Raph, Punker Don, Classic Rock Leo, Rappin' Mike. That is the April O'Neil stripeless variant. So she's supposed to have green stripes on her pants. She does not.
Oh, I thought that was a bow-legged April.
Yeah, they're all bow-legged. But and these are the original soft heads. So those are wave 1. Those are all soft head right there.
Yeah.
And then we just dive deeper and we keep going.
Wow, bro.
And just for the record, most of these are complete.
So
the idea, not every case.
When you got these guys open like this, Are we doubling up, or is it that it has to have a case, or what are we saying?
Does that answer your
That
question
doubles
about
right there.
doubling up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have one on card somewhere?
No, not everything.
Not everything.
I mean, this is like an $800 figure, Comrade.
Yeah.
You can't do that for everything.
Yeah.
But we keep going down. We got some more vintage.
Yo, the question that I think a lot of viewers is gonna want to know.
Sure.
Where do you keep the extra accessories that the figures come with? Like, for example, if it's like Marvel, the extra hands, extra heads, where you keep all that?
Oh, okay. You got a little bands color coded.
And then I have, if I were to open this, it's all accessories. Yeah, I keep everything color coded, and I keep everything like in bags or in cases, so I know where they are.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, here's more of the army builders for NECA too.
Wow, look at that. That's just dope.
We are the Crooked Ninja Turtle Gang. My favorite figures from this line.
Mm-hmm.
But
that was
let's get
fun
into the heavy
that
hitters.
they made that.
So this is the heavy hitter case. This top shelf, all rare boys. So just right off the rip, I'll pull it out of the back here. This is the re-release Leonardo storage shell. So as you can see, he's got a black belt. The original had a blue belt and a different skin tone. See the difference? He's a little darker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool, right? I didn't know about that until a couple years ago. Shout out to Bat's Toy Box for that. And then we got the Adventure Turtles. These are very late in the line.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Sandstorm. He's very rare. Dr. L, Monty Moose.
Bro, I gotta watch it again. I don't remember you guys.
This is all later stage turtle stuff. Anthrax. And then there's the original Universal monsters. Leo is the Wolfman, Frankenstein, Don Dracula, and my most expensive piece. This is Hotspot, and he's not even complete. He's one of the top 5 rarest turtle figures there is.
Wow, bro. I've never heard of him. Yeah, that's crazy.
Look him up. So then there's the very racist Bandito Bashin' Mike, complete with Dirty Sanchez mustache.
He said, "Man, he's very racist."
And then there is Mummy Raph. That's King Lionheart. We got Navy SEAL Mike, and then we have the variant Slash.
Bro, how you remember all these names, bro?
I'm the Larry Bird of Action Figure Collector for a reason. Keep up.
Yep.
So this is a variant of Slash. As you can see, he's got a red S with a purple belt.
Yeah.
This one has a mustard-colored belly with a black belt and a yellow S. We're not done yet. We're not done yet because there's one more. I just don't know where he is right now. There he is. So there's the purple belt with the mustard belly and the yellow S. There's 3 variants. I have all 3.
Wow.
Oh, and there's another Slash, just because. So then some of the wind-up stuff. Toka and Razor. There's the Forgotten Sewers Leo. He's kind of rare too. Those are some of the Star Trek turtles. Okay, and then we got some more rare boys. We got Military Bebop and Rocksteady. That's Private Porknose, and I forget what they called Rocksteady. Those are complete, very hard to find. We got the Turtle Trolls.
I remember those shits, yeah. When I was a kid.
And then we got PandaCon. We got Delta Force Dawn. We got Shipping Off Mike. Military Leo.
I remember that, Don. Yeah.
Hey, but do you remember the Farmer Turtles?
No.
Farmer Michelangelo, I have him, and I have Farmer Donatello. And those are the caveman turtles with them too.
Crazy, bro.
It's some crazier, rare, older stuff. And then just hiding out here, there's Krang, an android body. Before you ask, yes, I doubled up on that one. He's not complete though. And this was a gift from a friend. Shout out to George Bollinger, because I know he's going to watch this. When he found out I was diagnosed with colon cancer, he bought me this. That is, that's Rhino Man. Awesome figure. Love him. And then we get into the movie stuff, some of my favorite stuff. So here's all the Wave 1 movies. Okay, and then we're going into 2. The only thing I'm missing right now is Kino. I have the other Kino. He's just sitting on the Kino in boxing gear. He's sitting on my table because I used him in that Iron Fist photo. But shout out to Wilfredo the Pork Chop. I'm actually getting the Kino on a scooter.
Nice.
So I'll get to
That's not
that.
the,
But then
that's he came by himself, not in the 2-pack, right?
right. And then we go into some of the comic stuff. And this shelf is heartbreaking because I used to have the New York Comic Con 16 Shredder and he broke. So I have the battle damaged one in his place, which breaks my heart. But I have, as you can see, I have the other foot soldiers that came from that pack. And then, boom.
Wow.
Those are bootleg. Don't get too excited.
See, I was waiting for you to see it because everybody does. I don't know anybody who has the real ones yet.
I used to. I sold them. All right. So since we're talking about wrestling figures, let's really talk.
God damn.
There you go, Marvelous.
So here is some of the production art from Ron Rudat for the Series 8 Bret the Hitman Hart figure for WWF Hasbro. And then just some random WWE figures up here, Elites. Just to give you an idea, I have almost 500 WWE Elite figures.
Jeez.
That is a signed AEW from Frankie Kazarian. There's Ric Flair. My greatest title of all time, the Winged Eagle.
Winged Eagle.
And we're going to start right here with my WCW shelf. That's all NWO guys and stuff in that era up there. Eddie Guerrero, Hogan, Goldberg. I just got that Giant. Really excited about that fig. Love that.
Wow.
So, and then we go down more with the San Diego Mach. Custom Lex Luger that I made.
Lex Luger.
There's the NWO Wolfpack ringside exclusives.
Oh, that Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he's cool, right? That's Elite 77. And then we've got the Road Warriors from the NWA. Classic Vader.
What a rush.
And then we go down to the Indie and ECW shelf. There's an Ichiban Hogan in there. Swerve Strickland. A gaggle of Danhausens. That's the Brody King chase right there next to the regular Brody King. And then a couple of my grails right here and the Rockers and LOD from the OG Legend Series 1 tag pack.
Yo,
we got deep in here, okay? We got deep. Like, there's Rip from the No Holds Barred pack with Zeus.
Oh, that's not my favorite right there.
Yeah, Jimmy Snuka, that's a classic. Okay, so there's Kamala, Gorilla Monsoon, the Mega Powers. My holiest holy grail defining moments, WrestleMania 7 Macho Man. That's the new Hogan. Don't get offended. I don't like Terry Bollea the person. I'll keep reminding you about that. And look at that. We have our Hogan era shelf.
That's
a lot of Hulk
beautiful.
Hogan's in there. Stay offended, please.
Got that Mr. T in there.
Yep. I have all the Mr. T figures. I have a San Diego Comic-Con one somewhere in here too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. And then there's the tags and Demolition, very hard to find still. Ultimate Maniacs, Head Shrinkers,
The Nasty Boys.
Nasty Boys.
Yeah,
Wow.
Nasty Boys are in there. Go down a little more. There's King Harley Race.
The
George Animal Steel.
Marvelous likes the Nasty Boys.
Oh, I love the Nasty Boys, man. They're awesome. But haha. There's your Attitude Era shelf. With that classic Brian Pillman, Kurt Angle, Dude Love.
Dude Love.
Yeah, look at that. We got Taker as Kane back there.
That's dope.
The classic ringside Shawn Michaels DX exclusive. Milkamania's in there. China.
Wait, is that Stone Cold with a WCW shirt?
Yeah, that's from the Milkamania pack.
That's from the Invasion.
Yep, and then there's the DX Army.
Whoa.
And here we go into Ruthless Aggression.
Yeah.
Mr. America's back there. We still don't know who he is. DX from the vault.
The Hardys.
Yeah, look at that.
CM Punk.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of guys in there. Ready? We just keep going. We got some more classics. King Mabel back there. The new Sultan figure. My main man, Yokozuna. Shawn Michaels. Virgil Build-A-Figure. I just got this recently. The classic ringside Brett from King of the Ring. This was my first figure, and I can't wait to get the ultimate, the WrestleMania Shawn Michaels. My brother Dan got me that for my 36th birthday Great gift, let me tell you. It got me started collecting. Can't wait to get the updated versions of Papa Shango and that Warrior from it's called Grudge Match 92. It's an Amazon exclusive. That's going to be cool. We got some more of those fun 90s gimmicks. There's Bam Bam Bigelow, Rocky Maivia is in there. Mankind, the Doink the Clown, the Ultimate.
Yeah, is that the 1, 2, 3 kid?
Yeah.
That is the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Wow.
So now we're going to get really rare because I already showed you the Bret Harts that I had.
You don't get rarer than rare? That's crazy.
I do have a Kevin Von Erich Elite, which is a very rare figure. So there's Kevin Von Erich. There's the Kerry Von Erich Power Town, Muhammad Ali, Elite 63 Dusty Rhodes, High Chief Peter Maivia, the Great Harley Race. And then
is that the barber?
Here's my current guy shelf.
Oscar,
With the defining moments, torn pec Cody Rhodes.
Oh, wow.
Torn pec.
Yeah, I see it right there. That's nuts.
So, since I said Harley Race, rest in peace.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
There's AJ Styles.
Look at AJ.
My good friend Adam Baum. Shawn Michaels. The Nasty Boys. I was in Chicago. There's me and Jason David Frank.
Nice.
Mick and Noelle Foley. And then here's me and the wife with the Elite. That was also in Chicago.
Oh, shit.
That's dope.
Yep. There's Arden Tully. Kevin Nash. Jake the Snake Roberts. Another Kevin Nash autograph. Jerry Only from the Misfits from their original NECA release. That's like OG Clamshell 08. That's cool. Oh, hey, Stan Lee.
Wow.
We'll keep moving on. We got more toys up here. This is more like just miscellaneous stuff. So like McDonald's and Burger King toys and stuff. As you can see, I got the old transforming McDonald's fast food toys.
Yeah.
Some of my favorites ever. Love those.
Yeah.
Love those. And then the new Cactus Plant X McDonald's figs. Got some of the Burger King Simpsons figures. Can't wait to find those Jax ones. Love those. That's the Leader 1 from GoBots. Oh, you guys Resident Evil fans?
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't drop this then.
What is?
That's Las Plagas from Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Conrad, see that thing in Pat's hands right there? Did Marino ever actually hoist one of those? Because Pat's hoisted 3. So this is a cool piece everybody wants.
That's cool.
Cody Rhodes signed this. Hangman Page signed that.
Nice.
Nick Jackson signed that. Kenny Omega signed that.
That's crazy.
Matt Jackson, Marty Scurll. All right, more Marvel for you. This is my Fantastic Four and kind of miscellaneous shelf. Those are the new Mafex Winter Soldier figs. That cap is ass. Ask me later. The absolute undisputed.
I thought that was the best one.
No, I don't like the arms. They're very weird.
Oh, gotcha.
The absolute undisputed figure of the year right there.
Yes, I agree.
The LSD, that's Doctor Doom.
With diecast and all that.
Yep, Fantastic Four. And we got that Mezco Moon Knight right there. We got Punisher. Got Passion Joe Fix-It. Ghost Rider.
Nice.
There's that's the Build-A-Figure Man thing back there.
Yeah.
Then down here, Mezco Wolverine and the X-Men 97 figs.
That's the best Wolverine.
Yeah, the Mezco, I agree 100%. I agree. And there's Thanos just hanging out. And then down here, this was from earlier.
Yeah.
Y'all already saw that.
Ah, so you kept that pose, huh?
Yeah, I like them. That's the very classic Heroes for Hire pose. And then we got, that is the 80th anniversary Wolverine and Hulk.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then shout out to my boy Softgood Studios for that great cape. The MCU Moon Knights and Blade. He's kind of back there. You kind of can't see him. Let's see. And then Galactus is over here covering up Todd McFarlane. And then more Fantastic Four.
That's dope. Nova.
Yeah. But before we go any further, I need y'all to do me a favor.
Hey, I'm gonna give me one of those signs.
The case, somebody bought it for me at a yard sale. So before we get to this case, I'm going to show you something. This was a gift from my wife. This is beautiful. I'm going to put my phone down for a second here so I can get it. Yeah. So what I'm about to show you is a very, very... Oh, it already turned on. Damn it. This was a very touching gift from my wife. I was able to do Savi's lightsaber workshop at Disneyland this past February. And this is my custom lightsaber. This is, well, it's blue for a reason because everybody knows that's kind of basic, but this is my saber. Its name is Remission. So I asked my wife when we were at Disney if I could build a lightsaber, and it was very expensive. And at the time I was not working, and she said, okay. She told me this would be my birthday gift, but I crafted my own custom lightsaber, and we named it Remission because I had recently beat cancer. So if you take my meaning, this is my sword.
Yeah.
Remission is my weapon.
Gang members.
Yeah, congratulations, bro, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Isn't that beautiful, though?
Hell yeah, bro. And then
gorgeous. The experience itself was worth more than the lightsaber alone. I was literally in tears building that.
Yo, Billy, do you mind if I ask what kind of cancer you had?
I had colon cancer.
Colon cancer.
Wow. Hence the reason for the blue.
Okay.
All right. We got 2 more cases. What do you want to see first? More wrestling, or do you want to see Toxic Crusaders?
Let's see Toxic.
Save wrestling. Right, so this is the big boy case. I'll start with the top. Well, we got SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain playing on the TV right now. my Xbox Series X can play ROMs. I have a dev kit on mine.
Yeah.
So I use it to run RetroArch. So everything's running off of that little hard drive right there. Pretty cool, right?
That's dope.
So anyway, this is my Toxic Crusaders case. Yeah. There is a lot in here. I will open this case just to show you.
Yo, are those colors like really neon, or is that
yeah?
Okay,
that's cool. That's really the color that they are. So there's my Radiation Ranger on card. I have a Radiation Ranger tattoo.
Oh,
so wow. I love Radiation Rangers, as you can see.
It's nuts.
That's a 3D print from my good friend Laser Steak. Some art in the back there. Those are the Super 7 Keshi figures. That's Toxic Nugget. That was made by Eddie in the City. Check him out at Eddie in the City on Instagram. That is one of the bootleg Yolanda figures from Spain. More Radiation Rangers and Toxic. So these are cool. Everybody loves these. These are candy heads. These are sealed candy heads from Tops from the 90s. And I have all 4. Those are cool.
Nice.
Another Yolanda for you. That's Headbanger. Toxic Avenger Pop that just came out at New York Comic Con. That is a Toxie from a Kickstarter. I forget the Kickstarter. And then there's my Genesis copy of Toxic Crusaders.
Whoa.
Some hobo art that somebody made for me on a $1 bill. This was cool.
Right.
That's badass.
Thanks, man. And then here are the original Toxic Crusader figures.
Man.
Damn.
And then my good friend Flanagan Creations made these. So I have one of these on top of my weed grinder, but he made me a couple others just to put in my case.
Yeah. Are you going to get the video game, Toxic Creator?
Toxic. I already have the demo, but I have a lot of the stuff from it, as you can obviously see. Absolutely. I love the guys over at RetroWare. I've been doing some testing on the game, so.
Nice.
How is it?
Yeah, I love it.
It's almost like the Turtles game, right?
It is. It's very much.
So same company or no?
What's that?
Same company or no?
No, different company. So you can't really see it because it's buried back there, but that is a complete Smog Cycle on card.
Wow.
So that's back there, yep. And then we get deeper in here. I have the Toxie Watch on card. And then I have the VHSs and some of the Keshi figures. I also have the sticker books and the coloring and paint and marker books.
That's crazy.
I have the Super 7s on card. I have the new one coming, the Wave 2 one that just launched. I also have the fan tag from Lightning Video for Toxic Avenger. That DVD back there, that's signed by Lloyd Kaufman. I've had Lloyd on my podcast, and he's seen all this, and he thinks it's crazy.
Right.
I have the Headbanger on card. That's Milth and Mothers. That's a character based off Dr. Killamoff that my buddy made. And then my Radiation Ranger. I got a couple of them. And then there's the animated Toxie and Red Rage. There's a puzzle back there. All this stuff is sealed, as you can clearly see.
So what do you like that character the most?
This was just my favorite show besides Ninja Turtles when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then there's my Toxic Crusader back there. Smog Cycle. There's Paluto. He was made by Justin Ishmael. Really cool.
You look like Godzilla. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in the cartoon. He's in the first episode. There's my cleanup time badge down there. Toxic Crusaders.
Now, do you feel like if you feel like they brought these back and like kind of revised the cartoons a bit, like Turtles and the Toxic Crusaders?
I wish they would.
Yeah, do you think it would still hold up? Because it seems like these names were like somebody in the writing room was just not. It was on mushrooms or something.
Oh yeah, I think it would hold up.
It's not ready.
So here is, speaking of that, here is General Disaster's production art. That came from somebody at Playmates.
Uh-huh.
So that's actual production art of the character. I also have, he's really deep in here. He's behind that comic book, but it's Flemlunger. He was from Series 2 of the Toxic Crusader figures. He never got launched. There's so much in here, it's hard to pull things out. Like David Arashofsky, who like actually did all of the, whatchamacallit, the sculpting, signed that for me. Like that's how deep it's in there.
Nice.
That case is like super deep, so it's really hard to get in. I kept this out just so I could show it. Oh, that was it for my wife too. The AVS Sofubi Batman. That's a really cool piece. I love that. There's only 600 of those. This is my New York Comic Con glow in the dark.
Super 7.
Radiation Ranger from Super 7. Yep. And then this is the case everybody screams for. This is the complete run of WWF Hasbro. That is every WWF Hasbro figure except for 2 of the mail-aways. All I'm missing are the Hulk Hogan and Undertaker mail-aways. I even have 1, 2, 3 kid.
Damn, that's the LJN figs, right?
Hasbro.
Oh, Hasbro. Okay.
Yep, that's every one of them. All 88 of them.
Damn.
Yeah, great condition.
Yeah, I was very picky. A lot of these actually came off card. That was the Shawn Michaels figure I was talking about right there too. He came right off the card. Crush with in the purple came right off the card. Adam Bomb came right off the card. My Ultimate Warrior, because he doesn't have a brown nose, he came right off the card. Got a couple of the Super 7 Simpsons figures. I only bought 2. Those are cool. And then down below, I completed the Fabled Orange card. That was done by multiple different people. So Jeff Jarrett was done by Zombie Sailor. So was Bash Booger. Mo and Mabel were done by Hastel Toy. And then Diesel, Lex, and Doink were done by Mattel. And then I have a custom. I never got an original one, but I got a custom version done of Macho Man in the green tights. Got some figures back there from Main Event Customs. That pink Brett is custom. That dude right there in the middle between Bruiser Brody and Mach, that's a custom figure of me that was done by my friend Mark Cochran.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then there's the Teletoys Atom Bomb. And then we have the WCW Galoob US releases, and somewhere in there is the Sting in Salmon Tights, which is a UK release. He's right there. And then that Ric Flair with the red knee pads right there is a European release. I'm only missing a couple of those that are European releases. But yeah, that's my toy room in a nutshell.
Yo.
Oh my god, man.
You weren't ready, were you?
Hell no.
I mean, I even got Flintstones figures. That should tell you something.
Oh my god.
But here, look at this, man. This is heaven to me. There's toys.
So that's heaven to everybody. Yeah.
This is what I love. I don't do this to keep up with anybody else, to compete with anybody else. I do this because personally, this is what I love. Yeah. This is who I am.
So I wanted to ask you, because I know it's going to break Marvelous's heart. In your collection, I didn't see any Hot Toys.
I love Hot Toys, but the problem with them is that you need a very specific case for them. And the clearance in my basement, as you can obviously see, is not very high.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I'm about 6'3". I'm about 6'2", 6'3". My ceiling's about 6'6". The cases that I want are 7 feet tall, and I couldn't put them down here. So unfortunately, I don't have any hot toys. That's not to say I don't think they're incredible. And I absolutely want the 89 Batman hot toy and the PS5 Scarlet Spider hot toy.
Scarlet Spider, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
was
move
getting
back to the
comfortable.
computer. Hang on. Let me move back to the computer.
Yes, sir. So if you guys were tuning in, man, what a room tour, man.
Crazy, bro.
Shit, I was getting comfortable, man. I was lying down. I was enjoying the show. I was. I'm not gonna lie. I had to, bro.
What do y'all think?
Grab some snacks.
Amazing,
Damn.
bro.
Thank you,
bro.
thank
That's
you,
like
thank you.
every kid's dream, man. Growing up, man. I was like, I'm in my 40s, so like I know half of those things.
So I'll tell you a story because we're about the same age, Collector. I'm 42. So when I met my wife and my lease was up in Providence where I was living, she asked if I wanted to move in with her. And I'll never forget when I came here for the first time with her, and I'm going to show her this. Rebecca, you will not refute this story because you know it is true. But actually, let me. If she's awake, I'm going to get her on the phone. Let's see if we can get her on the phone. But when I tell this story, it's always funny because I tell this story very, very candidly, and she's like, "No, it's not." She's very particular about how I tell this story. So she ain't picking up. She went to bed. Okay. Anyway, so I'll never forget. We came down here because we have a townhouse, and we walked down the stairs, and she goes, "Check this out. There's nothing in here." And we walked to the other side of the room where the TV and the cases are, and she goes to me, she goes, "All this can be yours." And I wasn't really collecting figures at that time. I was collecting more comic books, but I had some stuff. I was collecting Funko Pops and so forth. And she said, you can put all your stuff down here, etc. Then we had a flood, and I moved everything upstairs, and we got everything fixed. And then a couple of years ago, while I was sick, I decided to sell my comic book collection. Like when I'm talking my comic book collection, I sold my 3rd print of TMNT #1. Like everything, because that art from Eastman and Laird is so much more valuable to me than any comic book ever would be. Like I love comic books, but I'm going to tell you this right now. If you guys think the toy community is toxic, go hang out and deal with some of the dealers that I've dealt with. They are some of the scummiest, gross people. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about if you know me. Fucking deal with it. I don't care if you're friends with them. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, shots are always fired with me. I keep it 100% at all times. But the fact of the matter is there was just I started collecting toys again. I started really getting deep into it again in 2013, and there was just something about holding a physical representation of a character that I loved. And don't get me wrong, I still read comics. I still buy graphic novels. I have a whole fucking shelf upstairs for those, but I don't do single issues anymore. But there was something about holding Batman. There was something about holding He-Man. And when the pandemic hit, it all started to click for me. And I'll never forget, I went to New York Toy Fair 2020, which was the 22nd through the 25th of 2020 in February. I'm looking at the badge. It's literally right to my right. And I came home. I bought the Batman Who Laughs from the McFarlane Toys booth because they didn't want to bring figures home. So I bought that and a bunch of NECA figs for like 16 and 17 bucks a whack. You guys think shit's overpriced. You should buy NECA when you buy it at cost. It's ridiculous. But I came home with like all this stuff, and I bought a ring light, and I'll never forget. I put a ring light out, and I took a picture of the Batman Who Laughs walking, in front of it. Just had the size down the side, just walking through it, and I flipped it black and white, and that was when it really started clicking with me. Like, figure photography and collecting figures. This could be so much more fun than comic books. This could be so much better than all of that. And then the evolution of this insanity happened. These used to be over here. This wasn't a thing until like 2 weeks ago. This case is like 3 months old. These 2 cases used to be over there. Like this room has been redone to no avail. But like I walk in here and I don't put up with no bullshit. I don't put up with no negativity in this room. It could be the worst day of my life. I'll never forget. I came down here an hour after I got diagnosed, and I was like, I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, that's when I started collecting Hasbro. It was right before I got sick. And then I made it my mission to finish $12,000 later, may I add, to finish that run of Hasbro figures before I finished treatment. And I did it. It was the only thing I was collecting at the time. And then I was collecting Marvel Legends and I got out of them and then right back in. Fuck you, Steve Archer. If you're watching this, I love you so much. Follow Hey Archer Live on YouTube, guys, 8:15 on Thursday nights, youtube.com/HeyArcherLive. I love Steve. He's a great guy. He is so fun to watch. Big Ghostbusters fan, too, if you guys are Ghostbusters fans. And it just kind of all spiraled out of control from there. It used to be all Funko Pops, and then I realized, you know, Funko Pops are cool. I love them. They're a lot of fun. But I really wanted to go back and start collecting vintage and really diving deep into what made me who I am. And, you know, I try explaining this to a lot of my fellow collectors and they're like, oh, but I like buying Mofex. I like buying SH Figure Arts. I like buying this. I like buying that.
Right.
Yeah, so do I too, but I'm not trying to have every figure do this pose, you know, and I'm not trying to do this in every photo or be like, you know, because let's face it, everybody's literally doing this on Instagram right now. Let me grab it. This is like everything you see on Instagram right now is this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, y'all can do that. I'm gonna do my shit.
Yeah.
And you'll notice every now and again. I mean, I scrubbed my Instagram because I got shadow banned for a while, but there are just times where I'll just snap a photo of a vintage fig just because.
It's regular, yeah.
And it's good to tell a story in toy photography. You can tell your own story there and make it come to life. You know,
like, don't get me wrong. I love what everybody's doing with pocket figs. I don't want you all to think I'm making fun of you, but everybody's doing the same dramatic poses.
Dramatic poses, yeah.
It's everything is dramatic poses right now. And like, y'all can keep doing that. And I appreciate that. But I like depth. I like, and it's fun, you know, because some people don't have enough room or that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Or they want to do those reels with the fast snaps like that. And it's pose to pose to pose. It's 155 miles an hour. I don't do that. I
tell you whatever.
I don't do that. Like if you've ever watched any of my unboxings, they're top down and I slap the figure off and it's on this table that's right to my left. Like I'm going to edit Spider-Punk right after this episode. Yeah. And it's just, I like doing the ASMR thing. I like doing the recreation thing. Yeah. You know, I like just being in my own lane. I don't care if I get 50 likes, like whatever. Like people will find it if they find it. Yeah. And I'm just having fun, man. Like this isn't, I'm not trying to be like the biggest toy creator in the world. You know, like I work with some really cool people that I sell toys for fun. I create some fun stuff in my own eyes. And man, I made a lot of good friends in this industry. It's fun. It's just fun. And you know, if you ever listen to anything I do long form, the last thing I say is keep calm, collect on, and don't forget, it's only toys. And you know, if more people took it that way, it would be a much better place for all of us.
Definitely, yes.
Right, I think a lot of this we've seen now is just like your lifestyle, what you've enjoyed. You know, you can't help but take a part of that, take all of it into collecting or any form of expression. And I think it's dope, man. It looks crazy. It's like paint splashing. You feel like, no matter where you throw it, it's going to make something great.
Good example. 88 Figs just posted this. 88 Figs. I love 88 Figs. He's amazing. But all this dramatic pose stuff, man, it's like it's all over my feed.
Everybody's going to do it, bro.
Somebody please do a recreation collab with me. I will pay you $1. I'll buy that for $1. No, I mean, listen, I will never talk down about anybody creating. I love the fact that people are into this. They're enjoying this. Like I never grew up. I never, ever grew up. Like this is who I was through my first marriage, through my second marriage. And you know, it's, man, I'll never grow out of it. I'll never grow out of video games. I'll never grow out of cartoons. By the way, if you haven't watched the new Cape Crusader Batman yet, y'all gotta watch it.
Oh, amazing!
Marvelous started. He put me on, so I
listen. What? All right, let me ask y'all. What'd you think of Oswaldo as the Penguin? I loved it. I loved it.
Hey, you know, it was cool. My only thing with that is I feel like a lot of cartoons, movies, things that we grew up with, video games, even. Everybody are starting to become, I hate to say this word, but woke.
Yeah, I can see that.
If you look at for being that you play video games, the new Mortal Kombat 1,
I love it.
Okay, Combat Pack 2. They got Cyborg, Sector, and Cyrax women now.
It's a robot, man. I don't care.
But no. These aren't robots. These are just
the ninjas.
Women. These are women inside robotic suits. They come out the suits and everything.
Oh, that's cool. Listen,
it's cool. It's different, but it's like it was never like that though.
No, I get it. And I mean, for me, man, listen, if you want, when they made Nick Fury black, I was all for it because Samuel L. Jackson is an incredible actor.
Yeah,
and for me, I'm all like, hey, bring on the variations, bring on the updates, bring on this. I'll tell you what I liked about Oswalda at Cobblepot. She's vicious.
Yeah, she is.
I won't give spoilers, but if you've watched the episode, you know why I said that.
Amazon Prime.
Downright evil.
Yeah.
And same with the new Harley Quinn. Incredible.
I didn't get that part yet.
You're gonna love it.
I'm about to binge because they're only like 30 minutes each. So
but I just listen. I'll say it right now. I get it. I think woke is a weird word. I think politically correct's the better word. But listen, I'm a fan, and I mean I've always been a fan of changing stories. Like, don't get me wrong, deep in a character story, sometimes I'm kind of like, why did they do that now? Like when they came out and said that Bobby Drake was gay. Like I was like, okay, I can see this, but why didn't we establish this in the 90s?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like they always like whatever is the newest, I think trend, but whatever is being talked about the most now.
Yeah,
they have to put that inside a TV show, a movie, a video game. If you listen, you can't watch anything on TV now without some gay stuff in there.
Pandering.
That's just pandering.
Yeah, I'll agree that there is some pandering out there, but my older brother is my oldest brother is gay, so I guess it just never bothered me.
The thing is like, you know, and that's why I asked you if you like the Motu stuff.
Yeah, love it.
They were depicted. If I could objectively watch everything, I thought it was cool. But then there was some people that were really angry about them switching up the story and, you know, King Grayskull and all that stuff. And I was like, bro, you gotta incorporate real representation of character.
Representation's important, man.
Somewhere, you know, like everybody's not gonna be whitewashed and all that.
Yeah,
it's cool. You know, nothing against the characters, but at some point they gotta feel like they're in a real universe where there's people that are not.
I'm gonna give you a phrase, and maybe you know this phrase, maybe you don't. Come on, man. They're fictional characters. Fictional characters. If you know the reference, I love you even more. But the simple fact is that, you know, first of all, if you're watching this and you follow me and you're mad that somebody got their gender changed or their color changed, give me a good reason why you care. First of all,
relax, bro.
Yeah, like chill. Like take your testosterone. It's okay. The fact of the matter is though is and yeah, I get it. Marvelous, you're right. You know, a lot of companies pander, and I agree with that. But at the same time, I love to. I'm the idiot golden retriever. Like I go into everything like, oh, new story. Let's go. That's just me. I am the mindless fan who just goes into everything and like honest point about me. If you ever notice, if you look at my Instagram, I never talk about politics. I never talk about like world issues and so forth like that.
Yeah.
I let my actions speak louder than my words.
Sure.
I am one of those people who truly believes that representation is important. I think Miles Morales is an excellent representation of why we need new characters.
Yeah.
I think Miles Morales is the best thing to happen to comic books in the last 20 years. I think the Spider-Verse has also proven that you can add new characters.
Yeah.
Spider-Man India has been a great example of that too.
And wait for that figure to come out too.
I pre-ordered. Hey guys, if you want one, make sure to go to iselltoysforfun.com. Use code UNBOX10, save 10% on your order. But I think representation is important. Listen, I was the Italian kid growing up. Okay. And I'm first generation off the boat. I was my choice was Super Mario.
You didn't think that was offensive in a little bit, bro?
I mean, yes and no. Yes and no.
We know that's not our guy.
I mean, I think, you know, Nintendo didn't intentionally make him offensive. But I loved Charles Martinet. I interviewed him 10 years ago. I loved him as Mario. I think the stereotype of a a working class Italian man is kind of weird, but the other stereotype we got was on MTV, and I punched a lot of people for calling me Guido. It's to some of us, including those old school Italians, if you call me a Guido or a Salvucci and you don't know me, it's the equivalent of calling me the N-word.
Yeah.
So
did you enjoy the movie?
What?
Did you enjoy the movie?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah.
I really did.
You didn't think the voice did much?
What?
You didn't think the voice wasn't really?
No, I would have preferred Charles Martinet, but I'm not going to sit here and bitch about Chris Pratt doing it. Charles Martinet retired, and they decided it was time for a new voice. Listen, I'm objective. This is what you're going to get out of me. Like,
yeah,
it's weird to me to listen to anybody but Kevin Conroy be Batman.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I enjoy it.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I'm glad Mark Hamill said the only person I ever wanted to work with as the Batman was Kevin Conroy. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I respect that. Give somebody else the opportunity to listen. We're all going to have those things we love, and people are going to complain and moan and groan about everything. But man, I just go into everything objectively and have fun with it. Like, there are things I think suck. Like, I don't need to sit here and discuss what I think sucks. I can find a positive in everything. That's just me. But I also still watch Dino Riders from '86. You got to harness the power of Dino Riders, man. All right, I'll give you one thing I thought sucked. The ending of Dinosaur sucked.
When the comet came down and shit. Yeah,
that was dark. That was not right.
Yeah,
like it's a kids show, and you're really giving us like the "we fucked up the planet" ending.
You don't even remember that, bro?
I remember it.
Guard me for life.
I remember it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
I had to watch again with my daughter.
Yeah, listen, I think representation is awesome. I haven't seen Cyrax and Sector yet. They were fucking robots. If they want to add to the Mortal Kombat lore, Mortal Kombat has always been one of those series that has always just left you thinking.
It does,
and that's what's great about Boone and Tobias, what they created.
Yeah,
and
let's see how they incorporate them in the next movie.
Listen, the animated movies have been incredible.
The live action, though.
Just keep giving me cool shit, cool characters. I don't care if they're black, white, pink, purple, upside down, right side up. I don't care if they're from India, China, Japan, America. Give me something cool.
Straight up.
But the one thing for me that, like I said, Bobby Drake coming out in X-Men Uncanny 44 and Volume 3, they never did enough with it. Like if they gave us I had repressed feelings, or they gave us an origin to it or something like that, it would have made more sense. And maybe I just need to go back and read it because I don't remember them going deeper than him saying I'm gay. Yeah. But give us characters, give us representation.
Yeah.
I
think there's so much room. I mean, again, like you said, you started in comics, and then you kind of went away from it for a little bit and started collecting and stuff. And I feel like they could have made those stories at some point back when we was in the late 90s, early 2000s. But it seems like it's just popular to tell those stories now. And I don't know if they, Miles and Gwen and all that existed in a popular scope before now, but now these characters are like on the map.
I mean, Miles is 10, 12 years old. He came from the Ultimate Universe. He's Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pichelli, but man, let me tell you, when I read that first series of Miles, I was hooked. Yeah. And I am a diehard Peter Parker guy.
Yeah.
But man, when Rio gets shot in the hospital, I literally was like, good storytelling is
important.
Yeah, give me and that's why Miles is probably the greatest creation of the 2000s.
Yeah, it's a very good
because he has so much depth, and they gave him such a good origin and such a good backstory, and they made the Prowler his uncle, and they did all this cool shit. Prowler's a badass. He was underrated.
Now check this out. Right now, I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna let you get up out of here because this is we want to keep you all night.
Oh, you would, trust me.
So since you like new stories and everything, and you're not the change doesn't really bother you,
right?
All right. So how do
I welcome change? If you will.
Cool. So how do you feel about the comic book I don't know if it's out yet or I know it was coming. It was 2 actually. It was DC Comics. It was Robin came out as gay.
I knew that. That's been a while.
Okay.
Which Robin was it though? It was.
I don't remember, but they said Robin was gay now. And okay, so now that was not the big shock.
Okay.
Well, no, that's actually if you take my meaning. Let's find out which Robin was. Sweet. Oh, it was Tim Drake. It was in 2021. It was a part of the Urban Legends storyline. He realizes, okay, yeah, he came out as bisexual. He had feelings for his one of his high school friends. I mean, that's real talk. I mean, everybody's had most of us, not me. I always like boobs, but most people have had a thought. You know, hey, right. You know, and I respect that. And hey, Tim Drake's always been a complex character. So, sure,
okay,
cool.
So now what about the one after that? They came out and said the Joker got pregnant.
Are you talking about the alternate universe Joker? Because they did that with Flashpoint. Because in Flashpoint, Joker was a woman, and it was Martha Wayne.
No, this one it was the male. It was a man. Joker was pregnant.
Okay. First of all, Walt Disney said the first man to get pregnant would own Disney World and the Disney company. So Joker now owns Disney. Second of all, I got to go because I'm going to go join the Joker's gang so I can go work at Disney. Cool. I mean, that's honestly to me, that's the most Joker thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's so Joker. Like I could honestly imagine Joker getting into any wild out there scenario that could happen, and he is the perfect character to antagonize people with something like that. That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Nuts. That's
like,
nuts.
You have to understand,
wild,
like the Joker is everything that is wrong with society.
Straight up.
Like, and the Joker is symbol, and there's so many different versions of the Joker, obviously. But the symbolism of the Joker is always chaos.
Yes.
So I think that perfectly fits the character to see him in a situation like that. Like the Joker could come out, and I mean this has always been an undertone. I think the Joker's in love with Batman.
I do think so as well.
He first of all sees Joker as his Batman as his best friend.
Yes.
He always has.
That Gotham story we were talking about, I think yesterday or today, but the Joker coming up alongside Batman's like, yo, why don't you just be friends with me? And Batman's like, yo, bro, you weird. And so
yeah, and Hush, there's a scene where he's fighting Clayface in the and this is in the cartoon and in the comic where he's fighting Clayface and Joker's like spitting all this stuff. You can't let him talk to me like that.
Oh, you got a voice on him. Look at that.
That's a good Joker.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But you know, the Joker has always been very fey, and that's fine. I think honestly, in a lot of people's minds too, the Joker is the greatest villain of all time because he can be what you need him to be.
It doesn't seem like he has weaknesses.
See, I'm putting an actual realistic spin on this.
Yeah.
And this again, my opinion isn't woke. I'm probably the most non-PC person on the face of the planet. But I put realistic spins on things because you know when you're being a creator, there's a piece of me that was writing a comic book that was based off the horrendous night I had at my junior prom that was spinning into a story with all this different stuff. And 3 things I'm going to say to you. Comics are inherently a Jewish thing because 95% of the original creators of comics are Jewish.
Yeah.
Horror is inherently gay. You can't tell me any different because it's true. And third of all, if everybody just kind of looked at things beyond their own eyes and looked outside of the norm, they would understand that this is storytelling at its finest.
Man, those are like, he another one with the frag grenades, bro. He just threw 3 frag grenades at one time. I ain't going deeper because we're gonna be here for another hour.
Y'all can come at me on my Instagram. The handle's right there. I'll see you in my request. Go ahead. You're Bill, barking up the wrong tree.
Bill, you want to plug anything while you're here, bro? We know was it just for it's for fun?
Yeah, so I'm working with a great group. They're called I Sell Toys for Fun. You can follow them at IST4_fun on Instagram. It's my good friends Rosa and Martine. incredible human beings. Small family business based out of Lancaster, California. Yes, you're probably going to pay a few more dollars than you would with Entertainment Earth, but you're going to get your shit way before Entertainment Earth, and you're going to get it faster, and you're going to get a better presentation, and you can use my code UNBOXED, UNBOXD10, to save 10% on your first purchase, and Unboxed 5 on every other purchase. But fact of the matter is they are the ones that get me all my Mofex, SH Figure Arts, and Mezco figures. You should be getting them from them too, because trust me, I would rather pay more to a small business than give Entertainment Earth $1 of my money.
Yes, and I must say, Rosa did reach out to me, and she hit me up in the DM. She said exactly what you said, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, listen, yeah. I do a lot of I do all their social content now, all their unboxings, everything are me. But at the same point, I'm a fan of the American dream. Always have been. I'm a fan of people coming here. I'm a fan of people that have been here doing what they want to do to make their dreams come true, whether that be opening a business about toys or that be opening a mechanic shop. You are the backbone of America, my friends. And you know what? You starting a business is a fucking cool thing. And you should be doing that. And listen, I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, you're paying more. But you know what? Has Spider-Punk shipped from BBTS?
It's not going to ship for a minute.
Has it shipped from Amazon? Has it shipped from Entertainment Earth, Hobby Japan, any of them?
Yeah.
There's like 7 people on Instagram who have it right now, and I'm one of them.
If you want it first.
We import our stuff. That's why. A lot of times we import our stuff to make sure you guys get it first.
So, Bill, where else can we find you other than IG?
I am on YouTube at It's Unboxed, ITSUNBOXD. I don't use Twitter because, well, Twitter is like walking around in a toxic waste dump. And you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Billy Nichols brand, just like that. I don't have an OnlyFans, but if you guys make a big enough stink, I will show you my toy collection on OnlyFans. I'll charge you $50 a month to look at it. Part of the proceeds will go to GrownAssMenToys. The rest will go to fund this room.
There we go. We love it. Hey, and on that note, we want to say thank you for spending your Sunday with us.
My pleasure.
Giving us the amazing tour, that amazing room you have there, man.
Amazing.
I'm jealous, bro. We gotta get on. Hey, I need a lot of that stuff in there.
Come on down to Boston. Come take a look at it. See what you need.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, listen, I'm been your boy Marvelous Shots.
Let the 425.
I'm the Real Comrade.
And I got one more thing for you guys. Keep calm, collect on, and I will see you in the next one.
We outside. We appreciate it. Hey,
yeah.
Now, Billy, listen, before you get up out of here, we always get our guests to give us a dab. So let me get a dab before you leave.
A little bit.
This one's for you, Smalls.
Hey, I love it.
Oh, yeah, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks a lot, man.
My pleasure.
You have a good night.
Remember, folks, it's only toys.
It's only toys.
Toys, baby.
Peace out.